Welcome in, everyone. Happy freaking Thursday. We're here again. Cheers, Mellend. What have
Cheers,
you got in your glass today, brother?
We're on the Captain Morgan spice, my friend. We're changing
Captain
things
Morgan
up.
spice.
All because I've run out. I've no brew dogs. We're all out, man.
Oh, no.
We're all gone. Sadly.
Are you not buying any more because you're not getting a discount anymore, or?
No, I'm waiting till payday. But I am going to be hooking you up for a discount, hopefully, if you've got anything left.
Fingers crossed. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming to this is season 2, episode 4 of the Streamers Unscripted podcast. This is the 4th one. We had a bit of a break last week because I was on holiday, but we are back with a bang. I've got a beer in the fridge. I don't think I've tried this one yet, so we're gonna give it a go. Let me go grab it.
Go grab it. Guys, welcome in. Dazzler, see you there. PJ as well, welcome in, guys. Matty, thank fuck that United shirt's gone. Matty, get out of there with that shade, dude. I was streaming last night and I had the Man United shirt on, and Matty was giving me a lot of grief about it. So that's Matty's coming in with some inside jokes there.
These fucking football supporters. So tonight on the menu we have a Roaster Coaster. It's a Nitro Imperial Vietnamese coffee stout mixed by Brewdog versus Evil Twin. So this is the Roaster Coaster. So
it's got coffee in it as well.
Yeah, it's a coffee stout. I do love a stout.
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of IPAs. We love an IPA.
We do.
However, I've gone for a bit of a mix. These were on offer. They were like 2 cans for like £6. And I'm like, I'll have a go.
Yeah.
It's got one of those little widgets in. Do you know when you used to get them in like a can of Worthingtons?
Yeah.
One of those. So yeah, let's see what we've got. It's going to be like diesel. I know that.
It looks like diesel. Look at it.
It's literally like.
Look at it.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, that does look pretty nice.
It's got the little foam. It's got a little bit of a foam on it.
Oh, it almost looks like a glass. It looks like a glass of Coke.
Glass of Coke.
It does, doesn't it?
I could be drinking Coke.
Anyway, how was your holiday?
Oh yes, I went to Cyprus for 7 days. Oh my god, it was amazing. Like. We went to a resort that was couples. It's a couples hotel. It's called Made for Two Resort. We had half board premium, so it was like morning breakfast, and then we had evening meal. But we went down for breakfast late. We play it really well. Like we go down about 10 o'clock, so they finish breakfast at 10:30. So we go down at 10 o'clock, have a late breakfast, then we go down the pool for about 11:30, and we stay at the pool till about 3 o'clock. Then we go in, have a bit of a power nap, as you do when you're on holiday.
Siesta.
And then go down for dinner about 7 o'clock. So it worked really well, but the resort was amazing. I did nothing but sit by the pool. We didn't leave the resort because we just didn't want to. We just wanted to relax. But it was a well-deserved break, man. Well-deserved break. Really, really good.
I knew you did need it, didn't you?
Yeah, like I only stop streaming when I'm on holiday. I don't have breaks that often because I like to keep up a regular schedule, and I like to just like streaming is my happy place. It takes me away from the stress of everyday life, and the missus has got COVID at the moment, so yeah, she's downstairs and she's like coughing fucking lung butter up and stuff, and it's not pretty. But yeah, she don't know whether she got that on the plane or not. But yeah, one of those things.
How is she feeling though? Like, is it just the cough, or has she got other symptoms? Or
it's like the body aches. That
you
get with COVID. Like you just get really bad muscle aches. I don't know whether anyone in chat's had COVID and had the symptoms where you feel relatively okay, but you feel like you're like dehydrated and really muscular aches.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've had it twice. I've had COVID twice.
I've had it once.
I got it the first time, felt completely fine, and then I got it probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and I felt like absolute shit for about 3 or 4 days. It didn't last that long. Yeah, it does.
It does. What have you been up to then while I've been away, Mellend? What have you been up to this week?
It's been a busy couple of weeks, man. Work's been hectic, been constantly. I've been doing overtime and stuff like that, but no, streaming's been good. I've been doing a lot of streams with Bait and Krusty. We've been doing some co-streams and stuff like that. We're trying new stuff out, you know, trying to kind of make it a bit more inclusive and a bit more engaging. So it would have been last Friday, me, Krusty, and Bait, we did like this co-stream where we all streamed on each other's channels, but we all had our cameras on, kind of like similar to how we're doing this now, but with gameplay as well.
How did you do that? How did you do that? Because I've never done that before. So was it a different bit of software, or did you just share cameras through Discord?
Just did it kind of how we do it. Shared cameras through Discord, and then just did screen grabs of each one, and then just then put like our gameplay on there as well. And it was relatively flawless. The only downside to it was that we couldn't see each other's chats because obviously we were streaming to each of our individual channels, so we couldn't, we were kind of talking, muting ourselves and talking to our chats, and that was the only kind of, I'd say, kink that we found that we have to kind of work on if we do it again, because I think we're going to start doing it as like a monthly thing. So
it's really hard, isn't it? Because you don't want to overshadow someone else's chat and their stream, and when you're all talking to your own chats individually, it's really hard. It's an art form. Like, you've either got to have a foot pedal, to mute yourself in their stream, or you've got to be conscious that they're talking to chat. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard. Like, it took me ages. I've got a foot pedal, and it takes me ages to remember to put my foot on the foot pedal while I'm talking to you, so the people in the game don't hear it in their ears.
I get the same, because I've got it set up through the Stream Deck at the moment, but I am thinking of buying a foot pedal purely because I don't know if it will be easier. I guess it will be, because I'm constantly having to lean over to a degree and press the button to mute, where if I have the foot pedal set up, then it might get easier. It's just getting used to something else and being aware or something. It's just more stuff to worry about on the stream. And would you? Well, I have mine as press to mute. Whereas some people have it as it's always muted unless you press, and then it activates your microphone for your chat. So it depends how you want to do it. I'd probably have it as press to mute, because having push to talk on would just be a pain in the ass. I think it'd be constantly having to remember to do it. But I want to get the Elgato one, because you get two, don't you? On the Elgato one, do you get two?
I thought you get three. You get
one in the
middle, then you get the left and the right. I might be wrong. Might have to do a bit of Google and have a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it definitely, because that'll be handy, because I can have one set to just mute myself and one set to like fully go deafen, which would be that'd be better, I think. Definitely.
I have a deafen on my deafen Discord on my Stream Deck, and then a foot pedal. I wouldn't, if I'm honest, I wouldn't spend the full money on the Elgato. Try the single foot pedal first and see what you think.
Okay.
Because you might go and buy the Elgato and spend, how much are they? Like 70 quid?
I think 70 to 80 quid. I think they are.
And then if you think, actually, I'm only using one of these, one side of it, you might. I would recommend going on Amazon, getting one for like 8 quid. Trying it. Because I was going to do the same as you, go and spend 80 quid on an Elgato, and I'm like, okay, there's one here for a tenner. Not like I'm a tight ass, but
no, but why spend more? You know what I mean? When you've got the exact same thing. I am a bit of a shill when it comes to Elgato. I just buy Elgato things because I love the brand. But why spend 80 quid when you can spend 20 quid?
Yeah, and if you buy the one for a tenner and you realise it's not good enough, someone on the forum will have it. Someone on the Discord will go, "I'll have that off you."
That is true. Yeah.
Or do it as a giveaway. Do it as a giveaway, like a foot pedal giveaway.
That's not a bad shout either. To be fair, you're full of ideas tonight, you.
That's what I'm trying to do, because I'm looking to get a bigger Stream Deck.
Yeah.
So I want to get the 32 key. I've got the
XL
key at the moment.
Yeah.
The XL, yeah. I think I'm waiting for like Black Friday. I think hopefully it'll come down to about 160, 170 quid. Then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to probably do my 15 key as a giveaway.
That's not a bad shout. I've been looking at the XL as well, purely because I have different profiles set up, but it's a pain in the ass having to switch between them all the time. I'd rather have all my buttons available all on one screen. So yeah, I'm gonna get the XL. It's in my Amazon wish list. I'm gonna look into it.
Have a look, man. So obviously your work week's been good. How's work been this week?
Stressful. It's just busy, constantly busy. There's I don't know how much I can say without getting in trouble, so I've got to be careful. This is out in the public. There's been a data breach in our company. Yeah.
Oh, has there?
Yeah. That's common knowledge. That's out in the public eye, I believe. If not, I'm fucked. But it's okay.
We don't know where you work it. We don't know who
exactly.
you work for.
Exactly.
So fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's been very, very hands-on. Hi, darling. You all right? Oh, Liv just popped down to say hello. Hello, Liv.
Hello.
Hey, Liv.
Hello. Hey, just in the middle of the podcast, babe. So, okay, bye-bye.
Do you want a bit?
Yeah.
Do you want a drink? That's all right. Yeah. So obviously with the data breach, like that must be like you're gonna have to be doing a lot of trawling through shit to lock down stuff now.
Yeah, in what I'm doing as well, we're very much involved in it all. So it's been very stressful, lots of overtime, and then fitting in between streams and stuff like that. It's just been, but it's coming near an end now. It's coming near an end.
Good, man. You do have those like stressful times, and you don't need that, do you? It's a pain in the arse sometimes. What do you do to relieve the stress when you come home from work, Mellend?
Stream.
Just fucking stream. Yeah.
Yeah. Play games, stream. I might take the dog out. you know, go for a walk, go for a short walk or something like that. It depends. It depends what mood I'm in, because sometimes I just want to sit and lie down and just not think about anything. Just want to watch TV. You know, me and Liv watched the new Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. We just got through that.
Yes.
Have you watched it yet?
I downloaded it on Netflix before I got on the plane.
Yeah.
And I think I'm on episode 3.
Yeah,
okay. Where he's done the nightclub.
Yeah.
And he's picked the guy up from the nightclub.
Yeah.
And he's ran away. And then I can't remember what the next episode was.
It starts to go back in time, doesn't it? It starts to go like about his childhood and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah. I've gone for the childhood episode where there was, obviously his mum and his dad are arguing, and she takes an overdose and stuff like that. So it's a really good series.
It is.
Did you see the link into Stranger Things where Jeffrey Dahmer got off the bus?
No.
Stranger Things, like a young Jeffrey Dahmer. It looks like.
Oh no, I did. I saw a TikTok about it. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's him, or do you think they purposely put that in, or not?
I think they purposely put it in. Yeah, I do. I definitely think they have. I don't know whether it's just a little cameo, or whether that's ever gonna kind of make some sort of an appearance down the line. I think they're doing their own sort of thing, aren't they? I reckon it's just like a little cameo, but I do definitely think it was him. 100%.
Spitting image of him. Spitting image of him.
Spitting image. But yeah, that series is really good. Me and Liv loved it. Would highly recommend it. Anybody in chat who's not watched it yet, highly recommend. It's awesome.
Definitely. If you haven't got Netflix, we're not paid by Netflix to promote it. Fucking go and have a look. Netflix, if you're out there listening, give us a sponsor.
Hook us up. I'd be more than happy. Baby. More than happy. I've not paid for Netflix for about 10 years. So I just use my brother's. So I should probably, if we do get a sponsorship, I should probably start paying.
You can't say that. They're going to ban you. So I've been on holiday. Obviously, I went for a sort of a premium like, it's called like a half board premium. It's called where you get breakfast and evening meals.
Yeah.
But relating to holidays, what sort of things do you go for when you go on holidays? Do you go for an all-inclusive? Do you go for like just the bed and breakfast, or do you go for what do you look for in a holiday?
It depends what sort of holiday I'm going on, I think, because I've done the all-inclusive holidays, but you're very restricted because you spend all that much money, you don't really want to leave. But then I've been to a lot of all-inclusives that it's all very much the same. It's the same sort of food every night, the same sort of drinks. When me and Liv went away, when was it? In July. August. Yeah, when we went away in August, we went on an all-inclusive holiday. And it was just very much like a very basic Spanish all-inclusive holiday. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It was a nice hotel, don't get me wrong, but it was very much a standard all-inclusive. My ideal would be somewhere where you can go and adventure out. So, self-catering. I like self-catering holidays where you make your own sort of fun. You go out and you get your own... You can take it to however much you want, because you can just get food in and make your own food, or you can go out every night for meals and stuff like that. You're very much you got more of a broader way of enjoying your holiday. I've always enjoyed those holidays more.
Yeah, I think I've had the self-catering, and depending who's coming with me to cook, now that's the main thing. Like I've been on like self-catering with my parents when I was growing up, and I love my mum's cooking, so I was happy. I haven't been on a self-catering holiday with the wife because when we're on holiday, we don't want to cook. So that's a personal preference. So we've done the all-inclusive, like you've said, but you get the local beers, don't you?
Yeah,
on the all-inclusive.
Yeah.
And some of the local beers in Spain are really good. Like, if you go to some parts of Spain, you get like Estrella as a local beer. I'm like,
we did. We had Estrella. We had Estrella at our place, and I most places you'll get San Miguel in Spain, but if you get Estrella, I do prefer Estrella to San Miguel any day of the week. But if you, like I've just seen Matty put in chat, and all-inclusive really is for just to get pissed. The amount of all-inclusive holidays I've been on, it's just to get pissed. That's all. It's
the beer. It's the alcohol. Do you feel like when you go on all-inclusive, you've got to get your fucking money's worth?
Yeah, 100%. Why spend all that money? To be fair, when we went on my first ever lads holiday with my friends when I was 18, we went to Magaluf all-inclusive, and we very much made the most of it, put it that way.
That's the thing. The thing is they make their money back, because some people go all-inclusive and don't make the most of it. And then there's lads holidays where you go, I'm going absolutely batshit. I'm having 4 pints with breakfast. That is the guy I am. But yeah, you're right. Like all-inclusive it's expensive. You get what you pay for. We've done all-inclusive in Cyprus before, and the thing is, when it's just a couple's holiday, we found that we were eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it was all inclusive. And I came back feeling like a stone heavier because I just ate like everything. Like breakfast, I filled my face. Lunch, and that's why the next time we went back, we went half board premium, which is breakfast and dinner, and you skip lunch. And we found that we don't even need anything for lunch. Have a massive breakfast. Yeah, that takes you through till 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I'm never a breakfast guy anyway. But I mean, I'll do it, but it has to be a fry up. I'm not really a small breakfast sort of guy. If I'm going in, I'll go all in. But then that'll set me up for the day. Not really, because I don't really do pastries. You know, I won't do like the what do you call them? The pastries you usually get in a continental.
Like the pan au chocolat, and the croissants and stuff
I don't do stuff like that. It's not my cup of tea. So it's wasted on me. I remember me and Liv, we went to Rome a few years ago, way back before Oscar. Probably not after we first got together. We went to Rome as one of our first holidays together, and Liv ordered us a breakfast in the hotel, a breakfast in bed, and I was expecting a lovely fry up. And then it came, and it was a continental breakfast, and it was like pan au chocolats and fruit, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I want a sausage.
I can imagine your face of disappointment looking at Liv going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I wasn't happy.
Are you a fry-up guy then? You've got to have sausage, eggs, bacon, beans. That's your that's your brekkie.
Yeah, you've got to. Yeah, and I very rarely have it because, well, it's hard to believe that I very rarely have a fry-up. But yeah, I only because Liv doesn't make them, and I'm too lazy to make them. So if Liv's offers, then I'll snatch her hand off. But yeah, if my go-to is always a fry-up.
I think when I'm out and I'm on holiday and I'm not at home, I will have a fry up. Like when me and Louise go out on a Sunday morning, sometimes we go out to our next village, which is West Bridgeford. Yeah, it's a very how would we put it? A lot of, I would say, yummy mummies and people have got a lot of money. It's a very affluent area. That's the word I was looking for. So you go there and you go there for a nice breakfast. And we always go out, and I always go, I'm having fucking everything, black pudding and a lot. And that's one of the main times that I go out and have a breakfast. But on holiday, I'm a fan of fucking eggs Benedict. Yeah,
I love it. That is my, when we go to the airport before a holiday, that is the one thing I'll always go for, is an eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict with a pint. That is the perfect way to start a holiday, mate.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you 100%. If you aren't going into the airport fucking beer lounge and getting yourself a beer and an eggs Benedict, you're fucking doing something wrong. You're not starting your holiday well enough.
No. And Matty in chat has just said that he's must be one of the only British people who hates fry-ups. Matty, what is going on, man? You can't hate
a fry-up.
You can't hate a fry-up. They're top tier.
Do you know the best thing to do? Do you know when you get your sausages?
Yeah.
Some places when you get a fry-up, they cut your sausages in half.
Yeah.
And flatten them.
Yeah.
And that is the best sausage.
Yeah.
If you can't do, if you go into a place to do a fry up, ask them to split the sausage and grill it or fry it.
100%.
That's fucking amazing.
That's one of the things that I miss living with my mum, because my mum always used to do that. She always used to make sausage barms, and she'd always cut them in half. Oh, amazing, mate.
Just the crispiness on the underside of the flat part of the sausage is bliss. It's fucking bliss.
It is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, but I honestly, I cannot wait to go on holiday again. I don't know when I'm going to be going, potentially some point next year, but it's very hard with Oscar, you know. It's hard to make plans in advance.
So how old will he be next year?
It'll be, by the time next summer comes around, it'll be 2, not far off 3. So it'll be a bit, it'll be a bit bigger. It'll be hopefully less stressful than it was last time, because he'll be a bit more aware of his surroundings and stuff like that. So we'll see how we get on.
When does the age range of paying for a fucking flight seat change?
When he's 2.
Okay.
If they're under 2, they have to sit on your lap. Yep. When they're over 2, they get their own seat, which will be
pay for the fucker.
Yeah, but I'd happily pay for it, because the stress of having him sat on your lap for the entire flight, I'm never doing it again, mate. It was horrendous. So yeah,
kicking and screaming. Yeah, he's got no space. I can feel that. I can feel that, dude. Wow. Yeah. Speaking of, obviously, you say that Liv doesn't like to cook breakfast and bits, and well, she probably does, but not all the time. Not when you want them. Make me a fucking brekkie. What would you say that? What is one trait that your other half would say is your best trait?
My best trait, Christ.
Not what you think your best trait is, what your wife would think. If we brought Liv in now and said, what is the one thing that Mellend is fucking good at?
She'd probably say that I'm very, Hold on, I've got to think. I've got to put myself in her brain now. She would probably say that I am very kind of like committed to something. If I get committed and I get like involved with something, she'll say that I'll work hard and stuff like that. And she's probably thinking to herself if she was listening, you don't fucking work hard. She's probably thinking that. So I've got to kind of think what she's saying. That's one of the things that and that I try and be the best dad I can be to Oscar. I'd say that's one of the traits that I try to aspire to be a good dad, and hopefully be a good partner as well.
Well, it comes. Hopefully, if you're a good dad, you're a good partner. Like that comes.
I think so.
Comes as a package. I'd assume.
Yeah. What would Louise say about you?
What's my best trait? Fucking hell, this is really hard. What's my best trait? She wouldn't say things like I'm thoughtful or I'm kind. She just wouldn't. She'd be like, if there's anything that's broken with technology, you can help them. Yeah, that's probably it. Because I'm a nerd at heart. I love tech, and she'd be like, every time I've been around to like Louise's parents, and they've gone, my internet's rubbish. I'm like, okay, where's your router? And they're like, what do you mean? Where's the router? Like, okay, where's your internet box? Like, okay, I know what you mean now. The box where the internet comes from. Yeah, I'll go and have a look. And it's like underneath like a wooden unit on its side. I'm like, fucking hell. Like,
no wonder.
Problem.
Yeah,
no wonder you can't get internet. It's feeding it into the fucking ground. Like, and I'm there going, I tell you what, let's move it up here. Let's try. And they're like, that's worked. That's brilliant. I'm like, fucking magic. Like, it's the little things like that older people don't necessarily get. They're just getting the box can go anywhere, but it has to be somewhere. And I think she'd always say one of my best traits is I'm very, very frugal with money. Like I have a spreadsheet of everything to the penny that goes out of my account, incoming and outgoing every month. And I am pretty much, my OCD is a good trait and a bad trait, but I think she would say you're very, very organized. You're like, I have to do Louise's life admin, which is any letters that come through the post that she just puts on the side, I have to file away because she doesn't see that as important. Whereas I see, put it away, file it, like wage slips and shit. So that's probably the good traits. As a bad trait, what would Liv say is your worst trait? What is your worst trait?
I mean, she probably got a list, I can imagine. I'd probably say laziness and mixed in with that selfishness. I think they come kind of part and parcel with each other. She'd probably say, there's no probably, she'd definitely say, I'm very lazy and I'm very selfish, which I kind of agree with her to it. I know when she says it, although it hurts, I can never argue with her because I get it. Yeah.
What's an example of your selfishness though?
That I'll do stuff like, if I have, say for example, I got an inheritance and I got a certain amount of money. My first initial reaction would be, what can I spend it on? Instead of what can I spend it on Liv or what can I get for Oscar, my first thought will be, what can I spend on myself? Which is true, and it's something I've tried to get better at over time. I think I'm nowhere near as selfish as I was when we met when Liv was 18 and I was 19 when we first met. So I think I was definitely a lot selfish back then, but then I could be because I was, a young lad and working 10 hours a week and didn't really have to worry about anything. So, but laziness, I'd say, is the number one. I can be quite lazy when it comes to like housework.
Do you need a bit of a kick up the arse to get stuff done? Yeah,
to a degree. If Liv doesn't tell me there's any jobs that need doing around the house, there'll be no jobs done. But I just need to, I'm happy to do them. Just tell me what I need to do. But I like doing things in my own time as well. Where Liv will be like, can you just get this done? Can you go and Hoover? I'll be like, well, I'll do that, but can I do it later? And she'll be like, nah, can you just do it now? And I'm like, yeah, but why? Why can't I just do it? You know what I mean? And she goes, just stop being lazy and just go and fucking do it. So,
I can imagine Liv saying that to you and you having that conversation, actually.
Yeah, no, we probably have that conversation daily.
Yeah.
But that is relationships for you. I think that's...
It is. You can't... It's like, if you two were identical, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So you've got to have the positives and the yin and the yang, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But that's how you make it work. I think I agree. If you're both the same time, the same sort of person, I don't think you gel very well. I've been in relationships with people that are very similar to me, and it's never really been gelled. Me and Liv have always gelled quite well because she won't let me just sit on my ass and do nothing. She will be like, "No, come on, this, and this needs doing, Oscar needs changing, or Obi needs taken out for a walk. So it is like something I would just sit around and do nothing if it wasn't for Liv. So
yeah.
But talking about dogs and taking dogs out, you've got a new doggy, man.
We have. Yeah, we got a new dog. We came back off holiday and literally we flew back into East Midlands at 1:30 in the morning. And the same day on the Monday, we picked up a new dog at about lunchtime, about midday. So we had some sleep and we picked up a brand new dog. He's a Macedonian rescue. He was one of the dogs that was going to go to the slaughterhouse, the meat farm in Macedonia.
Fucking hell.
And there's a charity, and I'm going to be doing some charity stuff in the future for sort of dogs rescue. So keep your eyes peeled on Discords, etc. for that. But yeah, we picked him up. Louise has been wanting a dog for a while. I've had I've erred on the side of caution with commitment because you do have to spend a lot of time, and they're like a newborn baby.
It is, mate.
Have to nurture them.
Yeah.
So I've been a bit apprehensive. I'm like, we'll have to holidays. We'll have to change. We'll have to do this. I'll have to be getting up at 6 o'clock to walk it, whatever. But Louise said, I need something in my life because like one of the bad traits that you've said is you're lazy.
Yeah.
One of my bad traits is I'm very impatient, and I feel that I need to. I get really like angsty about little fucking things. Like I'll come down and the bin's full, and I'll get fucking so pissed off that the bin's not been emptied. Yeah. And I'm like, well, why am I getting pissed off that the bin's not emptied? Yeah. Like those sort of things. So with a dog, I'll be like really angsty that I know there's going to be mess everywhere. He's fucking adorable. He's absolutely adorable. He's about 10 kilos. We've spent I've got him a Julius canine harness and all these sort of things. He loves a walk. He's had a couple of little accidents in the kitchen with puppy pad training at the moment. So he's about 5 or 6 months old. So he's had a couple of homes that he hasn't settled into. Mm-hmm. And they've gone, unfortunately, obviously it was the last people that had him was a family. And they had a young lad, and it was causing disruptions, and the lad was like wet in the bed and stuff. So he's causing some disruption in the family, so they had to let him go, and that's where we stepped in. Yeah. So we've gone. Obviously, we've got a nice garden. We live right on a country park, so brilliant for walks. It's day 4, and he sits, he waits. That's really good. He loves the walk. So, and we've got a dog trainer coming around on Monday. So, he's an absolute fucking little star. We're trying to get used to the smell of dog because every dog has their own smell. Yeah. So we're going to give him a bath on Friday. We've got some new shampoo and stuff. I can't wait. I think he's what I needed in my life, or what I was missing, because obviously I haven't seen my daughter for 5 years through various circumstances. And she turns 18 on the 9th of October. Okay. But I haven't seen her since 2016. So I've missed that sort of element of someone that is depending on me. And I think a dog will bring that to me. Yeah. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 40. Like, me and Louise aren't having any more kids. We don't want kids. But we felt that having a dog would give us a sense of purpose again. Yeah. A bit of a little family. Yeah, because you've got a dog, haven't you? Has it improved your family life? It did. When we got Obi before we got Oscar. So when we got Obi, I think it was. I like the way you said before you got Oscar. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I should probably reword that better. But the thing is, we do see Obi as our little boy. We do. We see him as a son. We do. He's not a dog to us. He sleeps right in the middle of us every night, and he has done since he was a puppy. But the reason we got him was because it was the start of our little family. That was the plan. Yeah. We wanted to kind of get a dog, get used to that kind of having someone to depend on us for a few years. We had Oscar. We had a baby before kind of. We weren't. It was. I don't want to say it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned, but it was a good surprise. Put it that way. But we didn't have the plan to have a baby for a very long time, for another kind of 3 to 4, maybe 5 years. So we had Obi as like a kind of a time to prepare ourselves. Whereas we had a dog, and then a year later we had a kid. So it was like fucking hell, a lot at once. But it was when we first got Obi, it was a very big learning curve. We got Obi from a puppy from 8 weeks old. We had Obi, so we went and met him when he was a couple of weeks old. Went and picked him from a litter of. So Obi's a Labrador, a black lab.
we went to a litter with a load of other little black labs, and we went and met him, and we went, there's probably about 10 or 11 black labs in this little pen, and not one of them, they were all sleeping, not one of them batted an eyelid when me and Liv walked in. The one dog that came up to us and kind of like wanted a bit of attention was Obi, so we picked him up and we kind of thought, he's the only one that seems to have a bit about him, so we said, oh, we'll have him please, and then we had to basically say bye to him and then go and pick him up about 3 or 4 weeks later. But there's a saying that you don't pick the dog chooses you, and he really did pick us.
I'm very much a believer of that. You know that you can sense it, that they like you, and they like when we went to see Finn in his previous home with Molly and Andrew. He came up to us and he was sitting there nuzzling in Louise's lap. He was there like licking my face and being really cuddly, and he's got so much love to give. Straight away Louise literally went, yeah, he's all right, isn't he? I'm like, yeah, he's all right. And that's the thing, she saw my face and went, yeah, I know that I've swung him and he's come in, and we picked him up, and like I've got the bed in the office. I'm ready for him to come and spend time with me in the daytime. He's not quite there yet with his training because we've got a cat as well. Like we've got Fudge is 14, and we've got baby gates in between the kitchen and the rest of the house. So Finn has got the kitchen. You probably did this with we did for about, I'd say, about 2 weeks, and then we gave in because Obi, we did do the puppy pads. He was kind of weeing in the kitchen and stuff like that for a good week or two. But with the key, and this is a little tip for you, winter's coming, so it's not the best time, but have the back door open as much as you can, because it encourages them to just go outside and do the business outside. And that he just kind of taught himself. We never taught he just all of a sudden one day just started barking at the back door to be let out. So we were like, okay, let him out. He went outside and did his business and then came back in. And then it just kind of from there, and he did that himself. We didn't teach him that. So they are clever, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are clever. We've got the. Have you seen the little buttons that you can?
Yeah. I've seen them on TikTok. Yeah,
we've got 4 of them.
Okay,
and we've tried one which is right next to the back door.
Yeah.
Which, when you press it, I've put the word outside on it. So he presses it and it says outside. He did it twice today.
Really?
Only day 4.
That's really good.
By the back door, and he whether he sat on it accidentally, but he was sitting by the back door, and he pressed it, and I was like, "Good boy, fucking let's go!" I can't wait for him to start going. And once he's got one button, he knows what to do when the door opens. He'll be like, "Outside, go outside."
Yeah.
And I want ones that says like songs like cuddle and stuff like that. So, do you know what I mean? He wants a bit of love. But like those things, like from an early age, if you instill them, it makes your life so much easier. But puppy pads and training. He goes out like for a wee once every couple of hours. Like because he's young, and I don't know whether you had this. I don't know whether your dog was a rescue or not, or whether it was just a puppy from.
He was just a straight pup. He was just a straight pup. Yeah, he wasn't a rescue or anything. I kind of wish we went. Well, I don't, because that would be a regret getting Obi. But I kind of feel like if we did it again, we'd probably go for a rescue, because we've been and done the puppy thing now. And I think we'd probably try and go for a rescue, down the line once Obi eventually pops his clogs in 10 years' time. If we do decide to get another dog, then it'll probably go for one that's maybe like a year old or 2 years old, but it's a rescue, so we can kind of, start again.
Exactly. I think it's a good thing. Like we weren't against the sort of the idea of going for a pedigree or a puppy, but we wanted a rescue, because I was like, you see on these adverts on TV with the RSPCA, they're flooded with dogs that like they can't fucking cope with. And I thought, I can't go for a private puppy, because I feel, for me, I wanted to give a home to a dog that needs it the most.
100%.
And that's not knocking you. That's not knocking you for getting a puppy at all. But obviously it's personal preference, and I think when you got your dog, it might have been a little bit different. The circumstances might have been different, and like there wasn't an issue around like rescues or something at that time.
I think for us, we almost wanted to have that feeling of having a baby. So it was like, we want to kind of get a puppy that's kind of basically only just been born, so we can kind of raise him as our kind of like, kind of preparing us for when we have a child eventually. I think that was what was in our head. But the one thing that is with that, it's expensive. It's really expensive, especially if you're going pedigree. Like Obi cost about 900 quid, which is A lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. We paid. I say we paid. We haven't even paid for him yet. Like we got him from like a Macedonian like dog rescue charity.
Yeah.
And the previous people paid 600 quid. Like I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, brilliant. I'm like, but do we need to pay another 600 quid because he's got another family? And Louise was like expecting to pay 600 quid, but no one's actually chased us for any money, which is really strange because when we went to pick him up, they didn't ask for any money. They still haven't contacted Louise for any money. Like, so I'm assuming that because we've adopted him from a family who's already paid, we don't need to. And that's why I want to do the charity thing. Like, I think it might even be December. I might do the dog charity event where at that time Finn will be in the room and he'll be engaged and he'll be on stream, and I'm thinking of other things on stream. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, 900 quid for a dog is a lot of fucking money.
It is, mate. It is, especially when all he wants to do is bark at the back door and wants constant bones. That you know, you spend 900 quid to be barked at constantly, and that's what Obi does. I do love it a bit.
Says he paid 2.5k for his dog.
Christ, Dazzler, you could have got a car for that.
Shit the fucking bed. 2.5 grand. I'd want it to come with like a year's supply of food for that.
Yeah, so would I. I'd want it to be able to train itself to piss and shit outside. For you know.
2.5k. What breed is your dog? Is yours a Labrador?
Yeah, he's a full Labrador. He's a full black lab. His dad was a. The weird thing is, his dad, because we met his mum and dad, like his actual mum. We went to the litter, like it was a lady's house, and we got to meet his mum, got to meet his dad. His dad was a yellow Labrador, and his mum was a brown Labrador. I don't know how that makes black Labradors, but somehow they're all black.
It's not like the colour palette where you mix brown and green and you get blue.
Somehow. Wow. But, yeah, but that was awesome. And then Obi, we're talking about these buttons. The problem is I've seen those TikToks and I thought, should we try it with Obi? But I know what he's like. He would just constantly press the treat button constantly, and he would never stop. Because that's what he's like. Obi's, and this is because yours is a Labrador cross, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It's a Labrador cross with something. I think it's a Labrador cross with Lurcher. I don't know. I tell you what, he runs around the garden like a fucking whip.
Yeah,
like,
mate.
Their back end when they tuck it under. He runs like that.
That's called zoomies. They get, because Obi gets it. He gets this in these moods where he gets these zoomies and he just wants to run around constantly in a circle, and it's hilarious. It is hilarious, but it can get a bit too much at sometimes. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good addition to the family. I wouldn't turn back time. I wouldn't fucking change it, because we're 4 days in. We go for walks, me and Louise, and he's so full of life, and he's brilliant. So yeah, I cannot wait to get him in the stream room. And have you got big plans? What sort of plans have you got?
Well, I've got the stream set up down here. Let me see if I can change my camera so people who are watching the video on Spotify, you'll be able to see the camera change with a bit of luck. Let me see if that changes.
Oh, there we go. Changed? Yeah, I can see it. Doggo cam.
This is the Doggo cam that we've got. We've got a little bed in there as well. So when Finn comes in, we'll be able to get him in the dog bed. I'm going to try and do some like treats on stream as well. So obviously there's going to be a cooldown of like an hour. So I'm not going to be treating him every 5 fucking minutes. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking to do, So it gives him a bit of engagement. He can chat. He can come and sit with me, and I think like animals are a good engagement.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I have stuff set up for Obi to be down here. The problem is Obi never wants to come down here. I try and coax him down. Just cause, even to like give Liv a minute, when she just wants to chill upstairs and watch some TV. Obi can sometimes be a bit of a nuisance, but he will not come down here. I don't know what it is. He just will not say. I've set up channel points and stuff like that, but I've set him at a very high point because it means if someone redeems it, it means I've got to get up and go and get him. Which, as I've said, I'm very lazy, so I've made it a very high channel point for someone to redeem, so I don't actually have to do it ever. No, I don't think anyone's ever redeemed it. So. Well,
I'll see how many channel points I've got next time I come into your stream. I might have banked a few.
You have to make me get up. Thanks. Thanks for that.
No, that's fine. Well, yeah, it's one of those things that I'd like to have him in here just to sit down and chill. And he's a lovely dog, and he's got a really good temperament. He's not very jumpy or boisterous or licky or anything like that. He just wants to have some company.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're the best Labradors. They're, in my opinion, they're the best sort of dogs, especially if you've got you want a family dog. You know, they do need the walks. They do take a lot of energy because they're full of energy, but they are lots of fun. Honestly, I wouldn't want to get a different sort of breed. I had a Labrador when I was a kid. I've had a Labrador when I'm an adult. I don't think I'll ever bother. The only thing I think the only other one I go for is maybe a husky or a border collie. I quite like a border collie as well.
A border collie, they're clever, aren't they? Border collies.
Yeah, they are very clever. But should we go on to one of the questions that was submitted to us on the Discord?
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, we've had a few come in the Discord, haven't we?
We've got a couple lined up, so I'll pull up the first one. Let's get this lined up and ready. So we got a question that was submitted by eachother, Sean. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Pull that one up. There we go. So, how many platforms are you on, and how do you split your time between streaming, stream prep, community, and social media?
That's a really good question, Sean.
That's
a really, really good question. For me, how many platforms am I on? Streaming-wise, I'm only on Twitch. I think you are. Are you only on Twitch as well, Mellend? You're not on YouTube or anything, are you?
No, I mean, maybe down the line, but I think for now, Twitch is the main platform that I want to just kind of focus on, 100%.
Do you upload your VODs to YouTube?
I've got it set up to do it, but I'm in two minds whether to bother, only because I don't know how much actual engagement you get from it.
No. I'm the same. Like, I upload my VODs to YouTube, but it's just as a matter of course. I don't expect people to watch them on YouTube. It's just another place to house my VODs.
Yeah. I think mainly because eventually the VODs do expire on Twitch, don't they?
Yeah.
So that is the only reason I do it, just so I have an active archive of all my previous streams.
It's weird that YouTube doesn't expire the video uploads.
I know, but I think because they're such a, they're massive YouTube, aren't they? So they probably have enough, they're making that much money that having that sort of server basis that is nothing to them probably. Whereas Twitch, I think although they're owned by Amazon now, they've just cut the 70-30 split, haven't they? So I think they actually are struggling to a degree.
What's
I think
the 70-30 split? What do you mean by that? Sorry.
So I mean, I've not heard the news. So the some of the big streamers, do you know how with Twitch they usually do the 50-50 split in terms of revenue that we get? They'll take 50%, we get the other 50%. Some of the bigger streamers don't get the 50-50. They get 70-30. So they get, but Twitch have announced that they're stopping that. So it's going to be 50-50 for everybody. Which obviously, if you're a big streamer, you're going to take a massive hit from that.
Oh, yeah.
100%. So
wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was news.
Yeah. So I think that is going to... I don't know why. I think Twitch have explained it as because they are struggling. But I'm surprised at that because they're owned by Amazon. So how can they really be struggling?
They're making fucking billions or trillions a year. That's bullshit. Bezos is fucking making money left, right, and centre.
Exactly.
That's garbage.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, how do I split my time between streaming, stream prep, community, and social media? Like my I don't know about you. Like my stream prep is probably one of the most labor-intensive things for me.
Yeah.
Because for Halloween, as an example,
yes, yeah.
Thematically, when you do Halloween, when you do Christmas, when you do Valentine's, when you do other things like these monthly themes, you have to do a lot of, like for my Halloween overlays, I've spent at least, I'd say 20 hours, probably more.
Yeah.
Just setting up my overlays, setting up my commands, doing the channel point redemptions, etc., etc. What would you say your numbers are on spending time on your stream prep?
It depends. I think it's something that I need to get better at personally, because for me, I've got my set schedule, whereas on a Sunday I'll release my schedule. I'll post what my schedule is for that week on Twitter and my other socials. But in terms of like an actual prep for a stream, I need to get better at it because I need to start thinking ahead more, because it's becoming a bit samey. And it's becoming a bit like, I have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, but it's always playing the same games, or there's nothing really different it's always the same sort of stream, and I do love doing it, but I need to start thinking ahead more and making more plans of how can I make things a bit more interesting? What channel points can I introduce to make things a bit more, what new things can I do to kind of engage people a bit more? And it's something I need to get better at in terms of the stream prep, but I don't know.
It takes a lot of time, doesn't it? So
yeah.
You've got it's very mentally draining trying to come up with things that are unique. And like channel points that are unique. You can go into people's streams and you can mimic or copy or imitate their ideas, but as soon as someone from your stream goes into theirs or vice versa, they're like, this is what OBG does, or this is what Mellend does. Like, and some people don't like that. Like, I've had people like one of my old ones was a spin wheel, and a lot of people have used the spin wheel, so I've taken it off. Then I've done the card games, and there's other people doing card games, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do next? Because you need to be one step ahead of the game. Like, I've got a couple of things that are in my bank of ideas that no one's doing at the moment, so I'm like, that is going to come out in the fucking new year, so I know exactly what I'm going to be doing in January. So you've got to be ahead of the game, haven't you?
And personally, I don't like, for example, I started doing like Bean Boozled and stuff like that, and other people have done it, and it's probably an idea that I've got from other people, but and then from that I've seen other people do it and stuff like that, and I'm not offended. To me, I think imitation is the biggest form of flattery. It's the best. So if someone thinks that's a really good idea, I want to do it on my stream, then more power to you. Go for it. I think if it became where you were literally making a stream exactly like mine, it depends how similar it was. You know what I mean? But if they started calling the stream Mellend Live 2, then I'd be offended. But I'm not bothered other than that. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to get offended about it? I'm just a streamer. We're all streamers here. So
whatever works. I think you're right, and I think you're right. The imitation is the best form of flattery. I'm like, brilliant. But I've always said, if you find something that you like, take it up a notch. Do something, take that idea and make it better. Like that, I've seen the flashbang idea from other people in other streams. But they've just gone with a standard overlay. What I've done is gone, I'm going to do my fucking live. Like,
so it actually affects you.
Yes, so it's one step up. So it's that little bit more. So when you're thinking about like channel points and stuff, if you see something that you like, think how you can do it better. That's what I would always say.
I highly.
So split your time between streaming, stream prep, community. Oh my god, I spent so much fucking time in the community, and I love it. And that's the fun part. Like,
that is the fun part.
Community is what makes your stream, and the Discord and the activity that you put in and the effort you put in.
Community is everything. It's everything. Because without it, you are by yourself. You're very isolated. And we said this before, that the community is the thing that you need. You need to get in a community that you gel with. Even if you create your own community, and you find people from your viewers and you create your own community through it. If you have people that you can chat to throughout the week, and everyone gets hyped up for when you're all, if it hypes up for your stream or hypes up for someone else's stream in the Discord, it's something that makes streaming enjoyable. 100%.
Community, I would say, is one of the, like, I spend every day in the Discord. Like, every day I chat with people in the Discord, whether it be some selfie IRL pics, whether it be question of the day stuff, whether it be checking in with people who have been away for a while, coming back off holiday, streamer help, whatever. Community is really big. So
like Matty's just said in chat, he talks to us more than he does his real life mates. That's true. I do the same.
Same.
I don't keep up with my friends day to day, but I speak to you, and I speak to Bait and Krusty and everybody in the Discords that I'm in. I speak to them daily. I check in with people daily, and that is that's what makes the community for me, because I don't really engage with the people I know in my real life and personally that often. You know what I mean? Because I'm busy.
Same here. I'm exactly the same. I speak to like Heckus in the Discord, in community chat. Like today we jumped in, he was like, I want to do an overlay for a health bar. I'm like, okay, send me what you want it to look like, and I'll try and see if I can mock something up. And like, I did that in like my lunch break. But that's the thing, you enjoy spending time with people who are similarly like-minded. Like my IRL friends, they've got their own families, they've all got kids, and I'm like, come for a curry once every quarter, that'll do me. But I don't speak to them every day. Like with you guys and everyone in the Discord, I definitely speak to everyone every day.
Yeah, exactly. And with what Sean said there in his question about the social media as well, that is for me one of the hardest parts, as well as the stream prep, is because that is, I suppose it is another platform that we are on. Like, my main one is Twitter and TikTok. Like, I'm trying to, because that's where I seem to get most of the engagement from. Instagram, I do to a degree, but that's the one that I'm spending less time in. But splitting that time, you know, creating clips for TikTok and stuff, it's draining. It's very, very draining. So I'd say what I try to do is, the nights I'm streaming, once I finish streaming, they're the nights that, once I've finished going live, that I'll then make some clips, collect them together, get them in Streamladder or Combo, get them uploaded to TikTok, make sure I've got my stuff ready for my socials to go out throughout the week, and that's the best way, because if I do the nights that I'm not streaming, I want to spend that time with Liv, I want to spend that time with Oscar, so I can't use those nights because I'm not having a good balance, life to work balance to a degree.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Yeah,
you're right. Like me and you both stream 3 times a week, don't we?
Yeah, we both do.
3 times a week. On the down days, I've always said this to people. I don't want people to come into my stream expecting me to always be able to come to their stream, and I don't think they do that anyway. People come into our streams because they enjoy our content. Yeah. And they're here to watch us, support us, and play games with us mainly. Yeah. But I will always say I try and get into streams when I can on my down days, but like, everyone has a life outside of Twitch. Yeah. You've mentioned social media. Like, I try and post every day on Twitter. I try and post every day on TikTok. It's hard. It's a labor of love. Like, it really is. To invest the time. I've not had anything blow up on TikTok massively. No. I'm not that bothered. I'll still continue to post content because it's a mixture of gameplay plus voiceover. Yeah, real life stuff. Yeah. Exactly. You don't just want to be Eclipse, you've got to make a mix of it, I think, for it to take off, or for it potentially to take off. Yeah, you can go to anywhere and watch stream clips. Go to Hover, go and watch stream clips. And Hover, I think, is a dead platform, if I'm honest. Have you used Hover? I've seen it on yours, and I think Bait has it set up on his. I've never used it. Never heard of it either, personally. I don't know what it is. It's basically, you get kudos for liking other things, and the more stuff you like, the higher your kudos, your GGs are. Yeah. So basically, it's a click to win platform in my eyes. Okay. It's just people like the more stuff you like, the higher you are ranked. Right. So if you're sitting there clicking fucking like GG, that for me is bullshit. I've got a Hover account. I haven't updated in like 3 months because I don't see the value. Like. Yeah, it's all to do with this. There's a certain word, a term that you get when you get a like on a TikTok, or you get a like on a Facebook post or a tweet. There's a word for it to describe it. This sort of kind of this hormone that's inside you that you get when you like the dopamine rush. Or something like that. Yeah. And I think that can be quite bad for you. It can be quite bad for you, and including in that is like having a look at your Twitch view account. It's the same sort of thing. If you sit there and see that you've got 10 viewers, which is a reasonable number, that's going to make you feel really good. It's going to give you those dopamines. But if you sit there and you've got no viewers, you're going to feel like shit. Yeah. So it's turn it off, like we said, and don't focus on the likes and stuff like that, because you're going to end up. It's going to get in your head, and it's not good for you. No, I think you're right. Like with social stuff, I post on TikTok. I don't check it. I don't go back in there and check that every so often how many likes or how many views have I got. I'm like, I'll just post the next one, and then when it comes up on your feed and you see the little the thumbnails, oh, it had 250 views. Yeah, brilliant. Like, on my average on TikTok isn't that high. I get probably like 300 views on every video. That's it. Yeah, same. I probably get 200 to 300. Yeah, I'm not bothered. Precious. Not bothered. No. We're talking about growth. On sort of Twitch and stuff. Yeah. When you're looking to grow initially, what do you think is better to drive traffic to your stream? Networking, social media, or any other way that you've experienced? When you're looking to drive traffic, for me, networking has been the key for me. Networking has been the number one. Social media does work as well, but I don't think it. I think you need to invest a lot of time. Like we said, you need to invest a lot of time with it, and you've got no guarantee that it's going to help.
you're literally it's just luck. You know, you might get one TikTok that gets viral, and you might get a few people that come to your stream from it. But for me, the key I found to get like a consistent viewer base is networking with people and getting to know like-minded people, and then, you know, going into their streams, supporting them. They'll return the favor, coming to your streams, and then you make friends with people. You know, we've all made friends. You know, me and you get very good friends. I'm a good friend with Bait. I'm a good friend with Krusty. We all support each other, and it's I think that's the key, is the connecting with people and the networking.
I think you're right. I'd 100% agree with that. I think it's like in real life. Like, if you go into a bar and start shouting in the corner, come and chat to me, no one's going to come and fucking chat to you. Yeah. But if you go over and sit down with your drink, okay, let's have a talk. Do you know what I mean? Be more engaged. Yeah, be more personable. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't sit there and expect your numbers to organically grow if you're not putting the effort in. I agree. Social media is a good driver. You will only get maybe a handful of people who come from social media. Yeah. Word of mouth and people going, like when I go into people's streams, people, and this isn't blowing smoke up my own arse, people will go, have you seen OBG stream? And they're like, no, I haven't. And they're like, take a fucking look, because there's so many green screens and shit that happens. Yeah. Go and have a look. This guy's obviously doing something, and that's a good feeling. Yeah. And I think it is, a lot of my growth has been word of mouth, and that's been really, really valuable. But you're right, I go into other people's streams. Like when I get up in the morning, if I can get into people's streams while I'm having a coffee, eating my breakfast, going, I was in there this morning. I was in Shy's stream, Shy Yaya on Twitch. She's an MMA fighter, or an ex-MMA fighter, and she plays Fortnite. And I was in there going, I've seen some of your tweets. I didn't know your background was in MMA fighting. And she's like, yeah, this is what I do, and I don't tweet about it very much.
That's crazy.
Following on Twitter. Yeah. And you get to know them. I'm like, I fucking love it here, because I know that if we met and we had an argument, you would beat the shit out of me. Do you know what I mean? You have that personal approach. And you've got to know, like, you've got to get to know people. Like, people come into your chat and you can go, Bait, I know that you've got a missus, I know what you drink, I know you like food, you like takeaways, so you have a conversation starter. Yeah, that is what you need. So if you're having people come into your chat, get to fucking know them. Exactly. And especially if you're all in a Discord together, you see what they're up to. You say that they might say something, oh, me and J-Lo are getting a takeaway, for example. I can then go, oh, Bait, how was your takeaway? You've got to kind of get to know people inside of your Twitch community, but you've also got to, I would highly recommend getting in Discords, like we said before, getting in communities so you can get to know people a bit more personally, so they're not just a person that's in your chat. They turn into actual real life people as well, that are, you've got lives and they've got, you know, stuff going on. And that's why it's very good with like your Discord, where we got like the selfies and stuff like that, because you get to see people, you get to see how, you know, what people are doing day to day, and if people talk about the kids or the dogs and stuff like that, you can relate to people, their pets, their family, their day-to-day life. Like, someone's having a bad day, they'll be like, I've got a coffee, I fucking need this today, and we'll be like, what's up? But you're right, like, I definitely say try, and do one better. Go and meet people in Manchester and have a fucking beer with them. 100%. And Bait's saying he thinks he needs to eat less takeaways. We're not just singling you out, Bait. We're just using you as an example, okay? Yeah. But yeah, I can't judge anybody, Bait, because I eat probably about 3 or 4 takeaways a week, which is why I look like I do. But you know. But you enjoy, the thing is, you fucking enjoy it. Fucking no one's gonna hate on you for enjoying things. No. Fucking, I love food. I wish I didn't. You know what I mean? I'd be 10 stone lighter if I didn't love food so much. But it's very hard. I've got an addictive personality. I love pizza. I love Domino's too much. I just can't say no. I can't. You know. If you were 10 stone lighter, you'd be miserable. Probably. Yeah. Because you'd be like, I want some nice food. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Exactly. You only get one go round on this planet, so Neil from the In-Betweener says. You might as well make the most of it. Yeah. I'm kind of happy. What did he say? What did he say? I stopped believing in God when I realised it was dog backwards. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Very true. Very true. So we're coming up to time. So stream plans for Halloween. What's your Halloween plans, Mellend? What have you got on for your stream?
So at the moment, it's just kind of rolling on to. So I've got a big plan for a Halloween special at the end of the month on the 31st. Luckily, the 31st lands on a night I stream anyway, on a Monday. Yeah, so it's perfectly timed. So I'm going to have a big Halloween special on the Monday, the 31st. Rolling up to that, we're going to have like some Halloween-themed games and stuff like that, kind of rolling up through the month. I've got a giveaway going on, got some V-Bucks available for people in chat where they can kind of accumulate points, similar to how you've got it set up in yours. And then they can redeem tickets and buy a ticket. So if anyone wants to get involved, you're more than welcome to. Come down on stream and get involved. But yeah, I want to make it a bit interesting. It's the first sort of giveaway or themed sort of month of streaming that I've done. So it's all new to me, this. You know, I usually just stream and play games, but I want to kind of make it a bit more themed around Halloween. And then when Christmas comes along, I want to start kind of like having Christmas themed streams and stuff. So what about you?
Definitely, I think if you aren't already following Mellend, get yourself over to Mellend's stream, get yourself in them fucking raffle tickets, and get yourself some V-Bucks, because we all love Fortnite. We're all Fortnite players. People, if you listen to the podcast or you're watching it on Spotify, if you aren't playing Fortnite, you need to get yourself on it. I'm 40. I play it. Don't fucking moan at me for playing it. No, I'm 40.
It has been sweaty recently though. It's been very sweaty.
Really fucking sweaty. I'm doing a similar thing. I've got sort of three goals this month. I've got a 5,000 V-Bucks giveaway goal. We've got an OBG merch goal, so it's getting near winter.
Yep.
We've got the OBG plush hoodie, which is going to be given away on stream if we hit one of the sub goals as well. So you can check it out in my merch store at oldbolg.com. But if you haven't seen the merch before, we've had so many people give us feedback to say that the merch is fucking so warm and so good. Like, the quality of it is brilliant. So yeah, what's one of the things. But at the end of the month, I did a really good, my wife did my makeup last month.
Last year, yeah.
And she did like a skeleton. It was absolutely fucking brilliant. So I've said, if we get to a certain sub goal, we would do a 12-hour stream. I'll be dressed as Skelly Bobs from 2021 V2 for this year. I'll be in a stab vest like from Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, it'll be really good. So that's one of my goals. But you're right, October is really good. My last stream is on the 29th, which is a Saturday, because I do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So if anyone wants to pop in throughout the month, we're doing the tickets. So if you are lurking, watching, subscribers get double points, cheerers, etc., etc. You know the score on the raffle tickets. But yeah, I love Halloween because I love the wife sitting there getting the white paint out and doing the stuff.
That's awesome that you're dressing up. I want to do it myself. I was asking when I was streaming one of the first nights of SPOOKtober on our stream. I was asking chat, what should I dress up as? What should I go as? Because I'm a bit, I don't know. I'm not sure what I can pull off. You're very good. You're bald already. You could pull off a skeleton. You could. But it's very good. It's very good. But I get very hot in that mask after a while. Do you not get hot in it?
I've got air conditioning right.
Well, here we go. He's got air conditioning. Humble brag there, chat. That was a humble brag.
We got it while it was fucking 28 degrees for like 3 weeks. So I was like, fuck this. With 2 computers as well, it's fucking warm.
Yeah, I bet it is.
So yeah, Spooktober's gonna be really good. You're gonna absolutely fucking smash it this month. I can see it. I can feel it in my bones. You're gonna have a good month.
Thank you, man. Do you reckon we'll have a Halloween themed podcast at the end of the month?
Oh, we could do. Yeah. What should we do for the Halloween themed podcast? Like for the last Thursday?
I'm not. We could have like some spooky stories, or get people to submit like scary stories and stuff like that. Maybe that we could talk about. We could dress up for it as well.
We could do some dress up. Either that, or we could just change the color scheme on the overlays to be sort of orange, green, blue, pumpkin-y. We can drop some overlays in to make it more Halloween themed. We could do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's I wonder if there's a Brewdog themed Halloween beer.
Maybe we would have to get some in if there is.
We'll have to have a look.
100%. Matty said that I don't need to wear a mask. Matty, you're a cheeky bastard.
Cheeky fucker.
You really are.
Cheeky bastard.
It's true.
Next week's stream, we're going to be doing a review of some energy drinks, aren't we? We've got some energy drinks that have been sent to us via a company. If you don't know the guy called Michael Buffer,
let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready.
Oh, he's got it queued up.
Yes, he's the guy who does the pull down mic. he's got all that shit copyrighted. So he is being, he has teamed up with an energy drink. We're going to be doing a review on the next stream. I've sent a can to Mellend. It's in the post. So by next Thursday, we're going to do a bit of a review on some energy drinks to find out whether we like it, our experience of energy drinks, why people use them, all of the sneak shit that's out there at the moment we can talk about. So that's one of the topics we've already got queued up
100%
for next week.
I mean, I drink enough energy drinks, so I can give you my honest feedback.
See, I don't drink any.
You drink a lot of coffee. You drink a lot of coffee, though.
I drink a lot of coffee, but we'll hold the thought.
But we'll hold the thought. We'll hold the thought. Yeah,
we will. Any final words, Mellend?
No final words other than I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I hope your weekends are great, and we will see you next Thursday.
Yes. Like I say, we've had an amazing podcast. This is episode number 4. I've been OBG, your co-host Mellend over there. Amazing, amazing co-host. As always, thank you for bringing the chat, enjoying the stream. And if you've got any questions or any topics that you want to bring in the Discord, we need the content. Let's be honest.
We do.
Come and give us some questions. And for now, we will see you next Thursday for episode 5.
Bye, guys. Take it easy.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.